Alright, so I'm really not going to beat around the bush. iOS had a huge impact on Facebook ads, and if you run a brand of any sort of any size that used to run Facebook ads, you've seen the impacts by now. With that though, a lot of brands are now starting to flock to TikTok. Here's the issue though. To win on TikTok, you need content. But you don't want to just spend $100, get one video, and move on. The best type of content you can get is content that, of course, number one, you don't have to pay for. Number two is authentic. Number three has an organic reach right off the bat. And then number four is all scalable. You can keep doing that again and again. And that's basically what I'm about to cover today. So really quick, we're going to jump under the hood of the brand that Anthony and I are running together and kind of to show you guys a few things we're doing to get content consistently for pretty much free. So stick around. I have a pretty small bucket list next to me right now, and I'm gonna spend 30 seconds-ish talking about all of them, and by the end of this, you should be good to go. So number one starts with sourcing creators and outsourcing that work if you don't want to do it yourself. Currently at Peachy, what we're doing is we have one Filipino VA who every single week will source around 500 to 1,000 creators and get all of their first names, last names, and emails in a Google Sheet along with their TikTok profile or Instagram, but mainly TikTok. Now the big question that everyone has here is, are we using a paid platform? Are we doing anything like that? And the answer is right now, no. And especially if you're not doing this yet and you're starting out, just go on TikTok or have your VA go on TikTok, do some hashtag research, watch the content, see if they actually resonate with your brand, and then reach out. More on that after. There's two routes after you have your first initial batch of creators that you want to reach out to. Number one, the personal route, where you can send an individual email to every single one of them, use their first name and last name and make it stand out, and maybe mention how much you like their content or a certain thing they posted. Great. Or you can just use an ESP or some kind of mass outreach tool like Gmass for Gmail and hit all of them at once. We've usually done the latter, but we're starting to do the former, and I think that it might have a better click-through rate and overall response rate, but for the beginning, just use Gmass, it's great. And we didn't know this last year. So last year we sent hundreds of influencers packages that we paid for them to post, and no matter what, they had to post. So they'd receive it, they'd post, we'd pay, and we'd move on. It sucked. It's transactional. I do not recommend this for most brands, especially if you're new, have tighter budgets, etc. What I do recommend is reaching out, and in that message, don't say, hey, we want to pay you. Just say, hey, we want to ship you whatever we're selling. So we want to ship you this wristwatch. No strings attached. If you try it and you don't like it, it hurts your wrist. You try it and you just do not like it, that's cool. We'll move on. But if you do like it, we'd love your feedback. We'd love to hear what you actually like about it. And the thing is here that, the psychology behind it is that creators, they need to post stuff, and usually they post stuff that they like. And so if they're receiving your product and they actually like it, eventually they're gonna just be bored and just like, oh, okay, I gotta post about something, and I love this, Peachy band or whatever. So they're gonna talk about your product, like almost guaranteed. Now, of course, some will flop. There's more on that too. But if you've learned anything from the video so far, it's that authenticity is key. If you're enjoying it so far, drop a thumbs up. Let's keep going. We're halfway there. Now, all the metrics will kind of vary, but you should be getting some pretty high open rates since this isn't like a e-commerce kind of campaigns you're sending out. It's more of like a personalized email. So open rates should be way over like 60 or 70%. Response rates should be somewhere in that 10 to 20% range. And so if you reach out to say 1,000 creators, you should at least be able to ship around 100 packages. I'm kind of lowballing here. It's moving, but you should have at least a 10% kind of ship rate. And then out of those 100 people that receive your product, at least maybe like 30 to 40% of them should be posting. So that right there, that's 30 people posting about your product in a month. That's amazing, right? That's a lot of content for most brands. Here's the bottom half of the system. When people do post, it's not just about having them post, you get some sales and you're done. That's great, and obviously embrace that, and that's the best result. But even if the post doesn't do so well, but they like your product and you actually really vibe with a creator, reach out and say, hey, thank you for posting. Clearly you like our stuff. Do you want to be an affiliate? It's really simple. Here's a 5-minute thing to do. Like, get a Shopify app like Simple Affiliate and just say, hey, if you really like our stuff and want some more upside and want to be around here for a while, make an affiliate link, make your own code, add your PayPal or whatever you want just once, and you're good to go. And let them post about your brand whenever they want. Eventually, like I said, they're gonna get bored. They're gonna want to make a little bit of extra money. They're gonna do that. That's the first step. So one, get them to become an affiliate. Number two, get usage rights for whatever they post so that you can use that stuff in your own ads. And then number three, if they're really open to it, ask if you can actually whitelist their content through their page. So especially on TikTok, they make it super easy to get one little ID for a Spark ad post. They send that over to you for maybe like 60-day usage rights, and then you can run ads on TikTok through their page for pretty much free, as long as they agree. It might be a small fee if they think they have an ego, but usually it'll be free, or there'll be like some kind of like couple $100 fee. Pay that, run it through their page, and like I said earlier, nothing sells better than authenticity and customer testimony, and so it's a pretty good turnout. Almost every brand is running TikTok ads right now, so To be able to actually whitelist and run it through your favorite creators' pages, a lot of upside right there, and that's currently something that we're trying to do more of. It's pretty simple. The end goal here is, like I said, of course, is to get your product into tons of creators' hands and get feedback and listen to all that good stuff. But if it's already good, if you've already nailed the quality part and you have some kind of momentum going with your brand, the goal here is to build a network of creators that you can hit up whenever you want to get more content or to share stuff about current sales you might be having. So, if you start doing this now and start executing this now every single month, and you build up a small but steady kind of network of creators for your brand that post about your brand and rep it, come Black Friday in Q4, you're gonna have like 60, 100, 200 people that you can just message and say, hey, creator, you've been with us all the year now. We're doing Black Friday. If you can just post anything, amazing. Free for you. They're actually going to do a little bit more effort since they actually like your brand. If you stick around and actually incentivize them, pay them on time, etc. It's a positive effect. And the best part is that this is all rinse and repeat. So this is kind of like the process we're following. Hopefully it's kind of helpful. Nothing I've said here is truly rocket science. Most of the stuff that I've said you've probably heard on here before, but actually executing it and just going through with these kind of parameters will probably have a better success rate. And that's kind of their goal here, right? You want to be as successful as possible with the campaigns and things that you and your team work on, not just moderately successful, right? You want to milk the most out of it. And I believe that if you do follow these steps, you probably will get the best results. Because as I said last year, we spent well over $50,000 on influencer marketing and just paying tons of creators on TikTok to do things. They charge absurd rates and we kind of got abused. And after all that stuff in 2021, we've learned now in 2022, okay, influencer marketing does work. Because when those posts did go viral, it was great, beyond profitable, way more than Facebook, but it's a low success rate. So to mitigate that risk, send free products, keep it authentic, have them become a long-term affiliate kind of with your brand and not so much focused on that one-off post. It's just a simple answer now, especially in 2022. Facebook ads still work. If you have the content, same with TikTok, it's gonna work the more content you feed it. And this is kind of the end solution here. Of course, you can go to Billo or B-Roll or all those sites and pay for one-off videos, but it doesn't seem sustainable to us. It did not work for us, and I'm just sharing my experience here. Hopefully this video was helpful. 2 reminders just to end off the video. Number 1, if you're new here and you are kind of starting out with e-commerce or you've been doing it for a while and gotten some value from this video, it means nothing more than us. If you guys just click subscribe and like this video, it goes a long way for the channel. Number 2, if you want to hear more insights from me, Corey, I do have a newsletter that's totally free to sign up called Behind the Scenes. Link is below if you want to go back and just read a few things I've written about before and things I write about every single Thursday. And that's pretty much it, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Try this out, even if you spend 10% of your budget or time or money here. I think there will be a good ROI. Remember, the only expense really is shipping out packages and paying maybe a VA to do some of the admin work and email. There's no cost of actually paying the creators for the most part, unless they're giving you usage rights or some kind of whitelisting fee, which sometimes can also be free. That's the video. Hope you try it out. Peace out, guys.